Most pirate warrior skills are useless. Before we get into the video, I want to say shout out to Demon Mekon. He's been making One Piece pirate warrior videos recently. Check his channel out. But in one of his recent videos, he brought to my attention that there's a One Piece pirate warriors like fact sheet on what each skill do and how much it powers you up by a person named Nyland and whoever else worked on this fact sheet, right? Had no idea this was out. Apparently this fact was made 3 years ago and it haven't been brought to people's attention as much since I'm one of the people that's been playing this game since it dropped and didn't know nothing about it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know nothing about it too, only a rare few. So they made a skill sheet explaining the damage multipliers in this game, something that I've been fiending and wanting to know. So I want to go through this sheet with you guys, and we're gonna realize that most of the skills in Pirate Warriors are trash. There's only a select few that you should always use because the other ones are pointless, literally pointless and irrelevant. So first things first, how the damage multipliers work in this game. They are not multiplicative, they are additive, okay? Meaning, just like you see right here, my mouse cursor, meaning 1.15 plus 1.15 is 1.30. If that's hard for you to understand, just drop the 1 and just put 0.15 whenever you see a 1. 0.15 plus 0.15 is 0.30, and that's how the multiplier work in this game. And then if anything ever hit like 2, let's say a skill got like 2.15, then you'll put 1.15 for the addition that you'll do. That's how easy the formula is. And apparently the multiplier cap in this game is 5 times. It goes up to 5. Anything above that doesn't count. So just like I have the description right here, stat increases from skills such as damage are capped at 5. Example, you have cheat death plus heroic strength. At 10% HP, you will have 3 times attack with cheat death, and then at 1 times for hero strength, making your multiplier at 4, meaning hero strength is most likely 2 as a multiplier, just like I just told y'all. If anything got 2, just basically replace that with 1. That'll make you understand the formula more. So swear enhancement, online enhancement is 1.15. Both of them still give you 1.15, as you see right here, and then you add them both together, give you 1.30 as your multiplier into your strength. Getting to the cap, which is 5, without cheat death is not possible. It's not possible, meaning cheat death overall is a guaranteed skill you have to have on, without a doubt. So if some of you guys don't know what cheat death is, cheat death increases damage by a scaling amount based on your missing HP. So it's not level 5 yet in the game. Who knows, they're gonna give us level 5 for cheat death. It's possible in other DLCs. But as of right now, the scaling for cheat death is when your health is at 100%, you automatically get 1.2 multiplier to your strength. So just having the skill alone will give you 1.2. The lower your health you get, the more multiplier you get. 75% you get 1.27, 60% you get 1.33, 50% 1.4, 40% 1.5, 25% 1.8, 15% 2.34, 10% 3, and if your health is at 5%, you get the maximum multiplier, which is 5. And then you also got a skill that everybody matches with cheat death, which is undying, which is decreased damage taken based on the amount of HP you're missing, which goes all the way to, if your health gets below 35%, you get a 0.32 damage reduction from damage that you're taking. Having that skill on alone already makes you take less damage by less damage to 0.93. The damage you take is at 1. At 100, if you put the skill on, it drops that damage to 0.193, meaning the lowest you can get it to is 0.32, meaning you're basically taking 70% less damage. So those are the 2 combos you usually just want to have in the game. Everything else is kind of like just a plus. So let's go through this. Swear and Triangle Attack Enhancement increases all Swear and Triangle hits by 1.15, and then 1.25 if it's at level 5. Can be used to get a little more damage consistently at the cost of defense or utility skills. This for Guard Break, this for Dizzy. Airborne Adept is good. I'm only gonna go through the ones that's actually good. Airborne Adept is really good. It gives you 1.3 times multiplier. It's not at 1.4 yet because Airborne Adept don't have level 5 in the game yet, I believe. You mostly hitting enemies in the air with most characters when using their combos, especially Sky types and Giants. So that free 1.3 multiplier is very good for most characters, and it's only one slot. So yeah, very good option. Cheat Death been through that. Undying been through that. On land and in air enhancement has hurt me, man, because it take up two skill slots for it to only give you 1.15 damage. You have a better chance just going with Swear and Triangle Attack Enhancement at 1.5 with one slot. Literally, this take up 2 slots just to do 1.15. This hurt the soul right here. This hurt the soul for it to take up 2 slots, man. And only on land enhancements at level 5. So only on land enhancement do the 1.2. So that one hurt the soul. Special enhancement does 1.3, but it's like it's irrelevant because it's only for special moves and it take up 2 slots. When you can get that same attack value from just putting on Cheat Death, which is a 1 slot, from doing nothing. Cheat Death give you 1.2 right now, but I know it's gonna get level 5, which will give you 1.3. But even still, 2 slots for just to make your special do more damage is ludicrous. Giant Killer, 2 niche. Launch Enhancement, 2 niche. Giant Fist, 2 niche. Smash Attacks is when you send the enemy flying. So meaning when you finish your combo for Triangle Attack on certain combos, you get the increase in 1.3, which is very niche, not that good. Peerless Strength the exact same, but only for power types. Again, still niche with the smash hit. Full Burst Enhancement is very good. You're always gonna be your full burst. That's a free 1.3 multiplier, so that's a guaranteed thing you want to have on. Way of the Great Pirate, 2 niche for grunts. No one cares about the low name fodder you be killing easily. Pointless. Power Overwhelming, pointless. Blood Curling Blow, pointless. I'm only saying pointless because we got Shatter in the game now. Shatter lets you attack bosses and majors through their guard break. So I mean through their guard damage. So it's like, you don't really need that. You can just put Shadow on and do damage against them normally. This perk ended up being way stronger than what I thought it is. Might of a Great Pirate and Hero Strength is very good. So Hero Strength makes it that your attack goes up by 2 when you kill 200 people. It's that easy. By 2 times. That is crazy. You always killing 200 people with this skill. Meaning, I remember I told y'all earlier, 2 is literally 1. So that's a giant buff from just killing 200 people. And then Might of the Great Pirate, you get that same buff from just capturing a zone. And both of these stacks together. So if you're doing a mission that you're capturing zones and Hero Strength, you can put both of these on, giving you an easily total of 2 multiplier off back from just you fighting. It may be over the top, but you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's only 1 slot. That's the even better part. It's only 1 slot. Brother Saki's for farming and whatnot. Tenacity is good for if you want to get knocked back or not. So always good to have tenacity on. Resilience and Devotion keep your full burst on longer, which is good. Make the duration goes up by 1.3, and then you can stack that with tech types as well. Put both of them on, make it last even longer. But in this fact, they actually say don't put Devotion and Resilience on, because you just put Concentrate on, make your special moves back quicker, meaning you just fight longer and get it back, and just go right back in your full burst, which I understand. The only time I would recommend putting Resilience and Devotion on together is if you're using a tech type, because only certain tech types, like Law, he's invincible when he's in his transformation, and low gear types are invincible when they're in their transformation and their full burst. So those the only characters I would say put resilience and devotion on, simply because the longer they're in their transformation, they full burst, they're invincible. So those are the only ones I would actually say put that on. Other than that, I recommend, like they recommend, have concentrate on, if you lose your full burst, just beat up enemies and you get your full burst back in literally like 5 to 10 seconds and get right back in your transformation. Absolute leader is pointless. Conqueror, it's a conqueror enhancement. Sovereign strength. If some of you guys haven't already, I made a video on sovereign strength, and I didn't say this in my video, and they say right here it's not worth it, which is not learning more about these skills. Sovereign strength is not worth it compared to the other damage multipliers skills in this game that we just been over already. So I would not recommend sovereign strength at all in this game. It's not worth it, especially when you can get a higher multiplier putting on other skills, making conqueror haki do more damage as a skill with the other damage buffs in the game, compared to you putting this on to just only buff up conqueror's haki. But also, again, this fact sheet, they don't have everything 100% right. Conqueror sovereign strength, as you know in my video, it does buff your strength, but the skill is very buggy. I don't know if the DLC made it buggy or it always been this buggy, but the skill is 100% buggy. So Demon Mechon, he had put me in his video talking about sovereign strength and how he couldn't replicate what I got when it came to the data that I pulled from doing hours of testing. Again, I highly recommend a testing room or something for this stuff. But he tried to replicate what I did, and sometimes it didn't increase the damage for him, and then sometimes he did less damage having sovereign strength on. I didn't add this in my video. I just showed that I did get increased damage during my data. I almost fused data and data together, but doing my data of hours of testing it, and it's frustrating having to go in a mission, quit out, go in a mission, quit out over and over again to get your data right. So there's sometimes in my the runs that I did, my trials that I did, there were some times where I did a normal combo and it did normal damage, no difference at all. Then sometimes I did a normal combo and it did more damage, and then sometimes I did a normal combo and it did less damage with me having sovereign strength on. And I didn't include the normal damage in the lower damage ones because I didn't know if I was messing up or what. There's too many variables in this game, okay? So the first time I tested it out, I got a damage increase. So I was like, oh, we have something here. But then when I try to replicate it sometimes, I'll get less damage or normal damage. And I would reset my data of testing it, because I would think in my head, okay, maybe my special didn't hit the boss fully. Maybe the hitbox didn't hit the boss fully with the hit, so that's why I did less damage or normal damage. Or sometimes I'd be like, oh, I hit an enemy into the boss. That's probably what happened, so it did more damage because of the splash damage. So I'll reset it because I hit a minor enemy instead of just the boss itself. And then sometimes I would think, oh, maybe the boss dodged halfway through the combo, or the combo that hit him 100%. So there was plenty of times I had to reset my data because of these small variables. So I would 100% say sovereign strength is one of the skills here that is very buggy. It buffs your damage, it lowers your damage, and sometimes does nothing. I cannot recommend this skill, especially with the new data that I just learned about how skills work in this game when it comes to damage multiplier. So I do not recommend this skill. You can just raise your damage with other skills, making your conqueror haki skill do more damage overall without putting on sovereign strength. We got health skills here, which is irrelevant in my opinion. Moonwalk is very good in this game because of the burst dash making you invincible. So you can have Moonwalk on. Deadly Canvas is also good as well when you use your special. You get iframes. This do not count for like 3-star and 4-star specials. You're already invincible. It's talking about 2-star and 1-star specials. So if you're using someone that uses 2-star and 1-star specials a lot, Deadly Canvas is amazing for you. Great Pirate Ire is very good for people like Katakuri, and people like Freeze, like the Kiku and whatnot, or Carrot. Making that the status condition get on people easier. So for katakuri and stuff, still great. Concentrate, amazing. Give your super back quick, especially it's level 5 now. A guaranteed skill to have on every character. None of this matters right here. Air Expert is bugged. It doesn't work. I tried it myself and it doesn't work. And they even have it here as well. Again, they said worst skill. It's buggy just like Sovereign Strength. I don't know why they haven't like patched these things, but hey, it is what it is. Rocket Man, I did a video on that on how fast it actually increases your dash speed. It increases by a lot. Is it worth a skill slot in my opinion? I don't think it is. I don't think it's that serious. But you know, if you're a person that just want to run fast across the map, then go ahead for it. Go for it. You know, it doesn't work in your dashes though. Only on your regular running speed. Rage of Lion, very good in my opinion. Give you that free 1.4 damage, but it does take 2 slots. And just like they said, you have a better chance just adding Shattered and Heat Up on, since they take 1 slot and they also do 1.4 damage multiplier. So I do not recommend Rage of Lion. It's good, but I don't recommend it. You can just replace Rage of Lion with Shatter, so you can just do more damage to any major enemy that got their guards up still. And then you got Heat Up. If you get 2,000 hits with Heat Up on, you get that free 1.4 damage multiplier already. So I do not recommend Rage of Lion. 2 slots is not worth it when you got Shatter and Heat Up in the game. And they say Shatter is not that important. It's good, but not that important. Me personally, I say Shatter is amazing because you get some real good damage on bosses without having to break their guard. And then by the time you break their guard, you're able to one-shot them. And sometimes with Shatter on, you can one-shot bosses while they got their guard up. You don't even have to break their guard. You can one-shot them already with Shatter on. So I highly recommend Shatter still. So I don't agree with them with this one. Heat Up, just like I said. And then Worked Up. Work Up, they say Work Up is not really great at all. They said maybe 750 hits give you 2 seconds back. It's actually less than that from my testing. It's like around 500, 600 mark. They say trying to get about 6k hits gave me 12 second duration roughly. This isn't great compared to Resilience and Devotion native, which gives you 16 seconds. Worked Up is only a good skill on Luffy, simply because Worked Up is already inside Luffy's character kit. I don't know. They need to tell us that certain character got passive skills in them. Apparently, Luffy had Worked Up in his passive skill. So Work Up is very good for Gear 5th Luffy, because then it stacks, making Luffy being able to stay in Gear 5th the whole mission if you're doing it right. I dropped a video on that, on how you use Gear 5th Luffy. So I agree with them. Work Up is horrible on other characters. I tried it out. It just does not do the same results like Gear 5th Luffy. But you do got Devotion and Resilience that work well on other characters, and you can stack Devotion and Resilience on tech types. So yeah. So overall, they recommend, these skills they recommend Tenacity, which makes it that you don't get flinched easy. Cheat Death, which makes it that your attack go up the lower your health goes. Undying, which makes it that your defense go up the lower your health goes. Full Force Burst enhancements would give you increased attack in your full force. Hero Strength give you more attack when you get 200 KOs. And then they say character dependent free slot, so anything that helps your character out specifically, like having Worked Up on Gear 5th Luffy, or having Devotion on a tech type, stuff like that. They recommend Concentration, which I recommend as well. Get your special back quicker. Deadly Cadence is you getting the iframes when you use your invisibility, when you use your special. Certain characters you use that on. And then they got stamina management skills, like I have on Luffy when you use a special, get a stamina back in my Gear 5th Luffy video. And like Moonwalk, when you do a power dash, you get invincible and stuff like that. And then they also say, you know, you can get rid of some of these skills in case you purposely self-damage yourself, so Cheat Death can increase your damage multiplier. Yeah. So, the skills that I chose for my character, you know, time to do show and tell now. So now, show and tell, the skills I chose for my character, we're not going to, we'll show them. I'll show it. So, the new skill set I chose for Gear 5th Luffy is Shattered, Cheat Death, Undying, Full Force Burst enhancement, Hero Strength, Worked Up, Concentration, heat up. Now, you could take heat up off if you want to, and put on something like tenacity, giving you more less flinch when you're in gear 5th, or you could put on airborne adept if you don't feel like getting the extra hits, but it's super easy to get the hits, so I wouldn't recommend this. Or you can put on hidden resolve, which gives you your stamina back after using your special moves, which I already showed y'all in my gear 5th video. So some of these skills are interchangeable, okay? Now some of y'all may be saying, why would you have other attack skills on if you could just use cheat death to give you the maxed out multiplier for your character? The reason why you would have other attack skills on with your cheat death, like I have on Whitebeard here. I want to show Whitebeard because I know gear 5th you're kind of forced to use worked up with it. So with Whitebeard I put on tenacity, but you could take tenacity off and put on, you could take off tenacity and put on Might of the Great Pirate to give you even more of an attack buff, but only if you're doing a mission that you're capturing territories in. If you're not doing a mission that you're capturing territories in, then you can put tenacity back there or put something else there that you want to have on personally, like air expert that gives you extra damage to enemies that you hit in the air. Airborne adept, I mean. The reason why you would have on extra attack skills over with cheat death on is because we're overpowered in the game right now. Just gotta keep it a buck. We're overpowered in the game right now, and literally there's no mission in this game that's gonna get your health low. It's just not, okay? So unless you're trying to sit there forever with the enemies beating up on you, and yes, I mean forever, because we're so strong in this game, it takes forever to get our health low in this game. Unless you're using the Skypea dude from the worst generation that makes his own health go down when he's in his full burst. Other than him, literally, it takes a long time to get your health low. So you want to put on other skills that buffs your attack up, so that you don't have to worry about getting your health low. If your health get low in a mission, great, phenomenal. It's rare, okay? If you get your health low in a mission, great. Your strength getting stronger, your defense getting stronger. You're having a ball because finally there's something in this game that challenges you. I hope they increase the level cap in this game when it comes to missions, because right now we're overpowered, and that's why I don't recommend any skills that raise your HP, that heals you. I don't recommend any skill that does that. I don't even recommend tenacity. I want to get hit, to be honest. I want them to flinch me, because when I get hit, my bar still stays green. I don't see no difference in my health bar when I get hit. Shoot, I would even take off Undying, to be honest. How strong we are in the game right now, I'd go for another attack skill like Airborne Adept, to be honest with you, simply because there's nothing in the game that's damaging me. So that's the reason why you have other attack bonuses on right now without cheat death taking any damage to you. If you add up everything together that I got on, literally it will give you, let's see, +1 from hero strength. Then you got 0.2 from cheat death, 0.3 from full burst, 0.4 from shatter, and 0.4 from heat up, giving you a total of 3.3 in your damage multiplier. 3.3. And then if you add on taking a territory with Might of the Great Pirate, if you got this on as well, replacing one of them, like replacing a skill like tenacity on, and you capturing territories, that's gonna buff your damage multiplier to 4.3 out of 5 without your health even going low. That's without your health going low from cheat death. If they get your health low, then you're inching closer to the 5 multiplier mark. But without having to get your health low at all, and if you threw on the Might of a Great Pirate over tenacity, you'll be at a 4.3 damage multiplier. Literally the strongest build in the game. Again, I personally can't recommend putting on any defense or health skills in the game as of right now, simply because it's hard to actually die in this game. We're overpowered. If you take any damage, then that's good. Cheat death is kicking in for you. And then if you just want to be careful, and if they do knock your health down, you can keep Undying on, I guess. But you really don't need Tenacity on, and you really don't need Undying on at all. This is the best build you have in the game. And I hope this video opened up your eyes on how irrelevant most of these skills are in the game. We have too many skills in the game for most of them to be pretty irrelevant compared to other skills. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this taught you guys how to kit out your character. This is probably like the most guaranteed build you're gonna wear on everyone. The only thing that can be different is like certain skills catering to certain characters, like Gear 5th Luffy with Worked Up, or Devotion for tech characters staying in transformation long for invincibility. Katakuri having on Great Pyre Ire to get his mochi out on people to be more broken. Stuff like that. But other than that, man, I hope this video guided you on what skills you have on and what makes you the most broken person out there alive. You should be one-shotting everything. Even like just dashing into enemies, you should be one-shotting them. It's that much damage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. And I will be doing more how-to guys on certain characters. So comment below if you want some more. If you have someone that particularly want me to do. Until next time, stay up.